page here, and it looks like I'm doing this because I am. Oh, so we're gonna look into the cards, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. You can look back and look at the other videos and tell me if I'm wrong or not. I feel like my videos for this particular thing have been pretty accurate, so I'm just gonna keep doing them until I get what I want. So this is not a personal reading. It's not a personal reading. If you want a personal reading, or you just want to watch one of my other videos with the pick of cards or whatever, you can go ahead and do that. This is not going to be a pick of cards. This is going to be like a what's going on with AMC? Is it still going to the moon type of reading? And if you're not into that, that's fine. Not a big deal. Just click off. Share it with somebody who is interested. But anyway, guys, if you need a personal reading, my information for that is down below. Pretty much everything you might want to know: how to donate, how to get into contact with me, what kind of cards I use, all of that stuff is going to be down there. So yeah, I want to know what's coming for AMC in the next 5 to 6 weeks. Excuse me, 5 to 6 weeks. I want to see what's coming for AMC in the next 5 to 6 weeks. Okay, so this keeps coming up for this particular stock. Okay, so it looks interesting. And then at the bottom of the deck is that. I'm going to pull 3 more cards. I kind of want to get clarification on who exactly is feeling like there's a loss. The Emperor also likes to come out in this for this secret symbol. So what we got is the Magician, the Two of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. And what's interesting is the Emperor and the Magician are like on opposite sides. One's up here, one's down here, and they're both kind of compressing the situation. It feels like there's a lot of compression. It's like it keeps doing this and doing this and doing this, and it's like the energy that's there is like a spring or something that's going to pop back real fast and real violent at some point. And what we have is the magician. The magician here is, I'm almost positive the magician is the hedge funds. But what I want to do, I want to clarify the Five of Cups to see who it's referring to. It's referring to the shareholders, or is it referring to the hedge funds? Who is the Five of Cups referring to here? The Queen of Cups, who has been coming out here a lot as us. So it kind of feels like, but she's watching it though. She's watching it and thinking that she's stuck. We've also got the Justice card and the Five of the Moon card. So it kind of feels like there's a lot. There's still bullshit going on. There's still fuckery. There's still bastard asshole hedge fund bullshit going on here with the Magician card. And Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Cups. It really still feels like they're still, doing what they've been doing. They're still the hedge funds. They're still um kind of being selfish, and they don't care that you have a family or you've got savings wrapped in it. They don't care if you are a single mother with two children or a diabetic missing a leg or a college student who sees this as their future. All they really care about is themselves. The Knight of Cups here is coming out as selfishness, and they're just kind of watching, you know. I feel like it's three big ones, and they're just kind of watching, sitting there like, "Oh, okay. You want your money? You want me to do what? You want me to give you a little money? You want to come up my pocket with some money? Oh, you're funny." And that's kind of what I'm getting from this situation, where they're just being very selfish and continuing to manipulate the situation. And you can see the tower in the background. It looks like a tower to me anyway. And they're headed straight for the tower and they're still fighting this battle. I mean, the tower is coming down. Still, the tower is still coming down. But they are still trying to fight. They're still trying to manipulate. They're still trying to get you out of your chairs. And the interesting thing here is the Two of Swords is here. I'm curious if, excuse me, what the Two of Swords is here because it's interesting. Just give me a second. Okay, Seven of Swords. Yep, it's the hedge fund fuckery, and they're trying to put a chokehold on information. Look at her. What's she doing? She's trying to hold his mouth shut. And these two cards go together pretty well. It's also about ego. These two cards go together pretty well because it's like this animal wants to talk, and these two people want to talk. Look at them. They want to talk, and they're really trying to suppress information. And I want to know what kind of information is even here to be suppressed. I mean, I know there's a lot of information that could come out that could be very damaging and very damning. And I want to know what exactly is the information here that they're trying to keep to themselves. The specific information they're trying to keep to themselves. Paranoid. Queen of Rods comes out sometimes. The good, whatever the good news is, they're still going to be putting out all of these articles and all of these scare tactics, and all they're going to be using all these scare tactics, and they're going to continue to do the same manipulative magician hedge fund fuckery. And the interesting thing here is we got the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, and they're all out here, different situations, different places, but it really feels like a lot of information that they're suppressing with the Two of Swords. They don't want you to see it. Now, you might be able to get this information on your own. Like, if you go look at Charlie's vids, he has a lot of resources and he goes and he gets a lot of information from different places and he puts it out there for everyone else to look at and listen to and read. And he teaches you how to go get some of this information on your own. Now, it kind of feels like um, the powers that be, are trying to put a chokehold on the movement because it's what this whole thing is about. It's a movement. People are tired of sitting around and watching companies go out of business, like Toys R Us. That go look that up. Toys R Us was crazy. Toys R Us, um, they bought the company basically to put out of business for the money. And the employees and everybody who relied on that job, they lost their jobs because the people that bought that company and executed that bullshit, they were greedy. And it really sucks. But back to the situation here. The Two of Swords feels like suppression of information. Like not just a little bit of suppression, like a big, big suppression of information. Like, look at this. It's like, all right, shut up now. Be quiet. Nobody wants to hear that. And that's what I'm getting here. And it's like a big secret here. More lies, deceit, suppression of information coming over the next 5, 6 weeks. And I don't. They want you to lose hope. That's what this Five of Cups is doing here. They want you to lose hope because they're not going to be able to suppress all of the information that's coming out, especially if you get it directly from the source, like Adam Aaron and other news sources that are more legit. I feel like I'm scattered right now, and that's the point. They want us to be scattered and not on the same page. So they might send out certain articles and start on certain news outlets, and a group will watch that and listen to that and believe that, and then other outlets will release certain things, and on that side, those people will have that information. And people over here, the ones over there, they want you to start scattering and not sticking together. They want you to Five of Cups, lose hope, think it's a lost cause, but they want you. The reason why I think this is us is because she likes to come out to um, indicate the shareholders and the people who are all for this movement, and she likes to come out and signify us, basically. And she has this card, which is indicating thinking you're stuck, thinking there's no way out, thinking that you're trapped and it's never going to get any better. When in all actuality, she could shimmy out of this rope. She's not surrounded by swords. She can step forward, take off the blindfold, and move on and be, whatever she wants. So we think we're her. We think, oh, I'm just a queen, I'm just a person. I can't do anything. I can't, basically, right? When in fact, we are this person right here. Okay? She comes out a lot too to indicate us. It's like we have two different sides here in the group, basically. We're overall very emotional. She's a very emotional queen. She's very emotional. She uh, acts with her feelings when she does her mind. Not saying she's stupid, just saying that she's a heart-based queen. Where this knight, which is what they are, where this knight is calculated, very just look at his face. He's got red eyes. He's a very calculated, and he's a numbers-based person. He's a numbers-based person. So this person is more cerebral. This person will think before they act. They're not going to take emotion into account when they're making their decisions, and that's how they become, a big cold corporation. They don't think about your little heart. They don't think about their little heart. They think about their little money, and that's all they want to think about. But we think we're trapped. We think we're stuck. We think, we feel. We feel like we're stuck. We feel like we're trapped. We feel like we can't do anything here. When in fact, we are the Empress, and the Empress is a very patient, uh, she's very Taurus, very slow to act, very cool, calm, and collected. Just look at her face. She's like, I'm serene. I'll be fine. Everything's gonna be okay. So what we have to remember is all is not lost. And what's interesting here is I've got a lot of um, tower-based imagery here. There's a tower in the background up there. This person on this card is heading for the tower, and just even though it's burning down, even though this tower is burning down, their tower is burning down, okay? Even though this tower is burning down, he's still heading for it, trying to defend it. The magician is like in the courtyard of this tower. See the walls in the background? The sky is on fire, and this magician is still here, trying to continue to perpetuate the illusion that things are still going their way. And then we have the other knights here that are kind of around the tower. And what it looks like to me here is she's in the tower yard. And there's all this water in the background that kind of connects everything together. So, what's going on for AMC? Still fuckery, still asshole bastard hedge fund bullshit. And the people who are holding, they think they're stuck and they're not. They just need to be patient. Okay? So at the bottom of the deck is this, which is um yet another military strategy knight type person on a horse. And this card's all about victory. It's about winning the battle. It's all about um, advancing forward and doing, actually not advancing forward. It's all about already winning because this person has already won and they're coming home now. So what it feels like is the next few weeks, a month, um, same stuff, same BS. Their tower is coming down. Our tower is just look. Our tower is still intact back here, but we're looking at these cups. Can't see that the tower is fine. Can't see the cups back here are still fine, and crying over spilled milk. Basically, it's like, oh my God, it's taking so much time, and I don't know if I can hold. It's not costing me anything to hold. The money's just sitting there. More money always comes, but woe is me, and that's what this card is kind of like to me. There's this whole idea that it's supposed to happen right now. Like a microwave, you pop it in there and then it's done in like 20 minutes. Nope, this is a crock pot. You put it in there, maybe 9 hours later it'll be done. Okay? This is a crock pot situation. You can't just be sitting here. You can if you want to, but it's going to stress you out more than if you were just like, all right, I put it in there, I'm going to leave it there, I'm going to come back and, you know, deal with it when I have to. But what it really feels like is one side is a magician trying to perpetuate the illusion when in real life their tower is coming down. They're suppressing information. Um, and the other side, us, we're sitting here kind of crying over spilled milk, like, oh, it's over. It's never going to happen. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Um, but I do feel like even though they're going to try and suppress a lot of information, there's still good news. There's still information getting out. Honest, truthful information. It's going to be good news. And what I'm going to do is leave that there, obviously. It is going to come up. I'm going to look at the Page of Cups. If I can take my cards, do what I want them to do. Excuse me. I do readings, my nose gets all stuck up. I'm not even sure why. I want to clarify the Page of Cups. Clarify the Page of Cups. I want to see what the Page of Cups is here. Do you feel like it is a message? It's also advice to see how she feels. It's like it's alright to feel, but the Page of Cups is like the beginning. It's like it's not deep. It's like go ahead and feel, but don't get so deep in your feelings that you can't get paralyzed. Don't get that deep into your feelings. Clarify the Page of Cups. Seven of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and the High Priestess card. The Five of Pentacles at the bottom. So, Seven of Pentacles is close to the Eight. It's getting closer to the Nine. It's getting closer to the end. But then we come back down to the Two. So I really just feel like the price is going to be doing what it's been doing, going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's really just to tire you out so that you go ahead and take what you can get because it's the card of harvest. Look, he's harvesting or he's waiting on his harvest. Um, and you can always go out into your field and pick a half-grown piece of corn. Why you would want to, I don't know. But you can, if you wish to, go pick a green tomato or, a hard, not ripe apple if you want. And that's what this card is about, is what they want you to just go ahead and jump the gun. Go ahead and jump the gun because the uh um the price is up and down, and we actually might get back up above 40, and then it might climb and climb and climb and then come back down again, like it's been doing. And they want to shake people off before it gets to the point where they have to start covering all of these shares that they've short sold and failed to deliver and things like that. I'm seeing this infinity symbol on this magician card, and the illusion is that this is never ending. It's never going to stop. And this is the infinity card here, or the infinity symbol too as well. And it's kind of like they want you to feel like it's never going to end. It's not going to stop. So you should just go ahead and take what you can get and get off of the carousel, basically. But I kind of thought there's going to be good news. It's not going to be like, oh my God, it's just going to be like, a little bit of good news. Yeah, their motivation is definitely to get y'all, to get us to sell all of our shares. And there's this big, like, it feels like a conspiracy. I'm not one of those tenfold pat people, but it feels like it's a conspiracy because there are so many cards of secrecy. There's so many cards of cards that fell over here that's still good. And these two cards just we're not seeing, all the good stuff that's still here. So the advice would be to just be patient. And this card also really, really, really makes a lot of sense because it's the slowest moving knight in the deck, and it's like a message of money. This a person, if this was going to be a person, this person would move so very slow, like ridiculously slow. This person would just be like, I have to sit here and I have to count everything. I have to do everything in a certain way. I have to make sure that everything is correct before I move forward. Even have to make sure that my shoes are tied a certain way. This person probably takes like 5 hours to get ready to leave the house, right? Because they want everything to be perfect. And it makes a lot of sense because this particular situation has been going on since last year. I'm going to share for the Knight of Pentacles. But the good thing about the Knight of Pentacles is that the Knight of Pentacles rarely makes mistakes. The Knight of Pentacles is the kind of person who they're very patient. And what it feels like is people who are willing to be patient will get the reward from the situation. I'm quick on the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the kind of person that have a pension because they've been patiently working their 30 years or however long that they can retire and have their pension. This kind of person has, 401ks. This kind of person has That a person has a lot of money. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, the ones of us that are very patient. Some people are very worried. It was the Knight. The Knight? No, the Nine. And the Seven. So this is a weird combination of cards. What I'm getting a lot of is that us as a group, a lot of us are actually getting worn down. A lot of us are worried it's never going to happen. A lot of us are having maybe nightmares, thinking this is going to be a nightmare. But what I'm not seeing is solid evidence that it's not going to happen. What I'm seeing is a lot of doubt. What I'm seeing here is a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, and emotional thinking because things are going so slow. But I'm gonna ask the question because this is what's going on. Lots of fuckery. Um, Lots of people blatantly not seeing that we've already come up from, was it $2 to 77, and we're just hovering around 30, 35 right now. Um, Not realizing that we still have the power of taking your hold, and they're still spinning their webs and spinning their lies. And people, like I said before, like I said in the last one, people don't lie because they think they can win with the truth. They lie because they know they can't win with the truth. They know for a fact they cannot win with the truth, and that is their problem, which is why they keep spinning all these, manipulating them, manipulating the situation. Like they can't win without the manipulation. And what I'm seeing here is just a lot of us just being um, uncertain and doubtful, even though there's some good information out there. There's still like a lot of emotion wrapped up in this. And the thing about the Nine of Pentacles is it's still moving forward. Things are still going to go where they're going to go. But since it's moving so slowly, people are just watching and like, oh my God, I can't. I'm so worried. It's not gonna happen. Stop whining. But I'm not sure that came. I'm sorry. But this card on the bottom, the Seven of Wands, it's a stand your ground card. So even though things are moving slowly, stand your ground. Find out why you were so convicted in the beginning. Find out why you've held this long. Like, what is your why? It's like continue to stand your ground if you still believe in what's going on. So I'm going to clarify. I'm going to see if I can get these cards now. I'm going to clarify the Emperor and then the Six, and then I'm going to do what I've done the last few times. Is it still going to squeeze? Well, I want to clarify the Emperor first. The Emperor has been popping up in the last few too. I kind of feel like this is the other side. The Magician is signifying those bastard asshole hedge funds and their fuckery and their bullshit. And the Emperor is like on the other side, kind of watching everything. Not really acting right now, but just kind of watching everything. Last time, clarify the Emperor. The interesting thing that I'm seeing here is this eagle. And if you know anything about the United States bird, the The national bird is an eagle. Why? Still, Three of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So this person, the Emperor has the potential to assist here. So what it feels like is by the end of this 5-6 week period, the Emperor might actually start using some of their power to start actually rectifying the situation, actually using their hands and putting their hands in certain places to assist this person, which is us, with the situation. But um, so they this person, let's not okay. It's a lot of information that keeps like just in my mind. So first of all, this entity has been watching the situation probably since the beginning, but more recently they've been watching the situation very closely. And this is a ruler. They've got the what do you call this thing? I forget what you call it. Yeah, this thing, the sword, and they're this feels like the American powers that be, the power, the governmental um ABCs like the SEC, the ABC, the 1, 2, 3, the other ones. You know the other ones. The SEC. I can't remember the other ones right now. But the other governmental bodies that actually have the power to do something, it's like they've been watching this. It's like there's nothing in the way between their eyes and the situation here. They've been watching it. They see what's going on, and they do have the power to actually do something. Like they can take this and create a law. They can take this and they can chop people down if they wanted to. And what I like about this is the Three of Pentacles here, where they might actually be working with the Magician to rectify the situation. And while they've been watching, they've gotten a different perspective. They're like, huh, that's that's odd. That shouldn't be doing that. Why is this? What is this? And they're not just like to us, they're just sitting there watching these governmental bodies. They're sitting there like, oh, I might pass a law. I might say this, create this, do this. But to us, nothing is happening. Nothing is changing, right? And they've got a different perspective now. They've been watching for so long. And by the end of this 5 or 6 weeks, some of the stuff some of the stuff that they've been changing actually starts to work. And it might be this feels like relief to me. This always feels like relief to me. It's like things actually start to work. The people that have been like sending in their letters to their senator, to the president, to whatever bodies that actually have the ability to change the situation. Um, it actually starts to work. Things start to happen, and it feels like an outpouring of relief for a lot of people. I want to see what the next few cards are for the Emperor. The Devil! Oh no. Wow. Okay. So we've got two different situations here. Like if you guys watch Lou versus Wall Street, you know about all about his devil. And in there's this Discord that I'm in. It's the Blue Moon of Neptune's Discord. You can go check out his channel, his astrology. And in that channel, when I do tarot readings over there, I refer to this as Lou versus Wall Street's devil. Okay? The devil is not gonna be very happy. This is the devil's situation right now. It's like by the end of all of this, shit starts to work out for us. Shit's not working out for them so much. Because we got this right here, like, oh, the government has got our back. The government's not gonna do anything. They're gonna find us, couple $100,000. That's pocket money. That's pennies to us. And the devil might like it's like when Robin Hood got slapped with that, was it $70 million or whatever? They didn't expect it to be that. They didn't expect it to be um that high of a fine. It's like that. The devil has this situation to deal with. We're like, oh, the government's not gonna do anything. It's gonna be business as usual. No, it's not. Not for the devil. Okay, this is a card of betrayal. This is a card of like your best friend stabbing you in the back. Like, look at this. Okay, they killed this guy, and they not just killed this guy. They overkilled this guy. They probably only need one or two swords. Like, one, probably one sword to kill this person. But they murdered this person, mutilated this person, and then left them in the snow to die. So what it feels like is a really bad day for the devil. Whatever friends they've got in the government are not, they don't have their back anymore. They've got a sword in their back now. They might think things are going to continue as they used to, small fines, regulations that they have the option to follow or not. And it's kind of like they run into somebody who like Gary Gensler. They run into him. They catch him like on a bad day, and he decides to just throw the book at him. And this is also a card of like um, moving to calmer waters. But you have to leave with only the clothes on your back and this sword-filled boat. So it's kind of like, yeah, take some of these lessons with you. So I wouldn't be surprised if the devil, Lou versus Wall Street's devil, go look at his videos to see who the devil is, um, ends up really just really not having a good day. Like they have a really bad day. Um, by the end of this, like in 5 or 6 weeks, they have a really bad month actually, and then they have to basically give up everything and stop doing what they were doing, or they're going to end up back like this again. I hope that made sense. I feel like I'm rambling now. So what is going on with AMC stock? Um, just to recap, same old fuckery and bullshit in the beginning. Like now, same old fuckery bullshit. The asshole hedge fund bastards are still being asshole hedge fund bastards. They're really trying to keep a lid on what's going on. They don't want you to get the accurate information because if you knew exactly what they knew, you would know they were fucked. They want you to be in this. Come on. The price actually might drop even lower than the 35 that it is before it starts doing anything else. They want you to feel like, you've already lost. They want you to feel like you should just you should take what you've got, basically. Take what you've got. They want you to take what you've got and just slink off into the distance. They want you to take the L. They don't want you to feel like you're winning, even though the Empress is actually who we are. Excuse me. They want you to be in this energy. And then some good news. Nothing too extreme. Just some good news. Things are moving along very slowly, creeping up. Um, and the powers that be, the governmental bodies, they are watching, they are seeing, they know what's going on already. And it's like the magician just smacks into a wall and things start to work out for the Queen of Cups, which is us. There's things are working out. Things are starting to work. All these regulations are starting to come together and actually begin down a path of relief for us. But for the devil, shit's hitting the fan, basically. So what I want to do now is because the government, the bodies that are actually supposed to govern what's going on here, They're seeing that these people aren't going to change. The magician is not going to change. They're going to continue to do what they can do as long as they can get away with it. And this entity just realized, all right, y'all are just not going to be good people. Therefore, I'm going to make you do what you're supposed to do. I really wanted to see like, you know, really awesome cars, and I wanted to see like a lot of pinnacles. Eight of Pinnacles, Ten of Pinnacles. I wanted to see the Ten of Cups. Didn't see that, but it is what it is. Um. Oh, I was supposed to clarify the Six of Pentacles. That's just Six of Wands. I can't talk, but maybe I didn't need to clarify the Six of Wands. No. What I want to know is, I said, what's going on with AMC, the ticker symbol, the company, what's going on around it. I want to know what's going on with the squeeze specifically. I want to know if we continue to hold our shares, what will happen? What's going on with the squeeze? Is it still gonna squeeze? Is AMC still gonna squeeze? Is AMC still going to squeeze? Two of Swords. Did I not shuffle these well enough? We've got some things. Alright, so positive cards are yes, negative cards are no, the major arcanas are all yes, and it's 10 cards, so whatever the most is out of that 10 is gonna be what the answer is. And people cards aren't really anything, they're kind of just neutral. We have two people cards, which aren't counting one way or the other. We've got a no, actually three people cards. We've got the World card, the Six of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Chariot, the Star, and the Two of Cups. It's six. So two, World, Six of Swords, Ace, the Chariot, and the Star. That's six. We've got. We don't actually have any no's. Actually, we want one no, which is the Two of Swords, which is kind of a maybe because it's not like a. It's not a yes or a no. It's kind of like I'm not seeing. We're gonna say no. That's a no. We got one no. We got one no. Three court cards. One, two, three. We got the World, the Six, the Chariot, the Star, the Ace, and the Two. All right, so yeah, 6 out of 10. It's high probability that it's still gonna squeeze, and only one no. So it's a high probability it's gonna squeeze still. But the interesting thing here that I'm seeing is these cards on top. It's like this shit has to stop. The that they know their tower is coming down, and this not wanting you to know the tower is coming down, that actually has to come to an end first before we can all start to um, collect the money, like get the message about the money. I kind of feel like this is going to be what's his face, the owner of Citadel, and it's like we get news of this person like losing his shirt, and then we use this news to advance and actually get the wishes that we were wishing for to begin with. So it's like what it's saying is that the shit has to stop. The shit that's happening first has to stop before we can actually advance and do what we're supposed to do or do what we want to do. Gotta get the news of uh Kenny G's demise first. Not his, death, just demise of Citadel and the other people that are shorting the stuff. So, is there anything else that I want to know here? Anything else that we need to know? This is going to be a very long reading. Is there anything else that the shareholders need to know about ticker symbol AMC, the stock specifically? Is there anything else that shareholders need to know about ticker symbol AMC? One last time, is there anything else that the shareholders need to know about ticker symbol AMC? Okay. There goes the repeat card. Interesting. The end is near. Feels like it's not. People will keep kicking the can down the road, but the end is near, and a lot of us are still in this energy of, oh my God, it's not gonna happen. Whatever, whatever, whatever. Six of Cups, two of fucking swords, and the Eight of Swords. So we need to know that the end is near. It feels like it's been hovering for a while, but um people have free will. So they're not the people that are supposed to be paying us. They have free will and they keep kicking the can down the road. And obviously, they don't want to pay because a lot of them are going to go out of business if they do. And I understand that because if it was me, I would feel some kind of way, But it's a lot of stalling and foot dragging here. It's also interesting how we got these two young people who are the beginning, and then we have the world, which is the end. But the biggest thing that I'm getting is you have to be able to manage your emotions better if you want to reap the reward. And it's coming. This is a person giving, somebody else a gift. It's coming. You just have to, like I said, manage your emotions better. Hangman is here again. So weird that these people keep coming out. It's like a lot of people are getting a different perspective on this. And you just have to. I'm going to stop lingering. I keep wanting to see something else, but what I'm seeing is what I'm seeing. Um, the end is near. It kind of sucks because it it's taking a while, but this is inevitable. This is a card of inevitability. Everybody is going to die. Everybody is going to like this. These are the inevitable things, right? Eventually everyone has to die. Everything comes to an end, and this is that energy. Like everything comes to an end. This has to come to an end. It cannot continue. And this is also advice to open your eyes and see what's actually in front of you. I get the impression that the end is coming very quickly, but it doesn't. It feels like to us it's not coming fast enough. But I'm gonna stop now because I feel like I'm rambling. I could do this all day, and I have before. And I hope that you guys do what's best for you here. I'm not gonna tell you to hold. I'm not gonna tell you to buy more. I'm just gonna tell you that I'm holding until. Um, According to these cards, there's a high probability that it's still gonna squeeze, and the the tower is coming down for the hedge funds that are on the wrong side of this. And just remember who you are in the situation. You are the Empress. Okay? Try and stay out your feelings and be more n- numbers based. So that being said, guys, I'm done. I'm sorry this video was so long. I will see you guys in the next one. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.